community here tonight. We are really excited to have you here. We are really excited. We're talking today about what was today, our fifth day of school. We literally just moved in, 2 weeks ago? Can you give my staff a round of applause for what they've accomplished in 2 weeks? You know, when they went through the interview process, one of the big questions was around flexibility and what kind of challenges do you foresee and how would you solve them? And I listened carefully to the answers to those questions because I needed a staff that was going to be able to go through this process with a flexible, open mind, pioneering, problem-solving spirit. And I cannot tell you how incredible these folks have been. So yesterday we got a call. Well, no, we didn't get a call. We figured out that our phones and internet were down. And I thought, oh, another peril of starting a school. Well, Cindy and I went through that for a few weeks. We had no phones, as some of you probably knew, because they were switching over to a new phone system. And of course, they put our phones over here and we were still over at Pomeroy. So Cindy and I had that lament for a while. Well, yesterday, phones, internet were down. We're like, oh. And then we find out it wasn't just because of a new school. It was, they're down county-wide. So there was a little part of me that went, now they know what it's like too. So not just our district, but county-wide. A fiber optics was cut. It is still not fixed. So how many of you received a phone call from our district? An automatic phone call. All right, yeah, all of you should have received that. Yeah, we don't know why, but we'll be working on that. It's set up with our database, so we'll have to check why that didn't happen. But just so you know, we do not have phones or internet. There were a lot more handouts we were going to give you tonight, but we could not print. And again, the teachers just were real troopers doing their presentations. You know, I don't know what you folks maybe wanted to print, but there were a number of things I wanted to print. Oh well. So yeah, you see some handwriting up there. We've had to go old school. So, but anyway, with that, I would like to first of all just thank all of you for your patience. I know that you know, when you're coming from a school that's been established, you have everything in place. You know, we're still getting some things in place. For example, oh yeah, we need a lost and found. You know, things that you don't think about until it happens. So bear with us and we will get there. All right, with that, I'd like to introduce my staff. First of all, my right-hand woman, Cindy Howell, our secretary. And our clerk, Leanne Konachek, who's not here tonight. Our amazing kindergarten team, Miss Gonzalez, or Miss G as she's referred to. Miss Ing, Miss Zeitler, or Miss Jennifer as the kids call her. Our amazing first grade team, Miss Gray. Miss Roulette, Miss Stewart, or Rylan as the kids refer to her. Our amazing second grade team, Miss Stodder, who wrote our school song, by the way. Miss Winslow, Miss Tang, our amazing third grade team, Miss Oyola, Miss Berger, Miss Carey, our STEAM instructional coach, Mr. Garcia, our literacy intervention specialist supporting our students with reading and writing, Karen Rock, our physical education teacher for K through 3, Vicki Martin. And Vicki, I'm going to have you speak in a minute. Our wellness coordinator and Project Cornerstone coordinator, Tina Diol. Where are you, Tina? And I want to say quickly that Tina has some we're going to be implementing the Project Cornerstone program. She's got some of the books we will be using for that program and some more information over at the table over there. Our speech and language pathologist, Julie Laframboise. Our psychologist, who I don't think is here, Marie Nomura. Our resource specialist, who I don't think is here, Layli Satvat. We have music for all third graders, taught by Mr. Tim Bacon. Every Friday, you'll meet him eventually. And I think one of our yard supervisors, who is also a parent, is here. Where's Shalyn? Shalyn, where? Over there in the red. Thank you, Shalyn. Did I forget anybody? I always do. Okay. So we have a few people speaking, giving you important information tonight. I'm going to start with Vicki, our physical education teacher.
PE teachers never get time. This is so awesome. So, when I say team, I want all of you to say, we are number one. Team! We are number one! Let's try it one more time, because I have a hard of hearing. Team! We are number one! That felt good. That felt good. I am so happy to be here at this school, and I look forward to teaching lifetime active skills to your kindergarten through third and then fourth and fifth. I'm excited to promote social skills, cooperation, conflict resolution in PE with all of your kids. I'm so excited about that. Your kids matter. They mean something. Next week, I'll have a handout that will give you more clarity on an overview of the curriculum and procedures and what's needed on PE days. So that'll be coming out, okay? I'm just really, really, really happy to be here. And as I said, every child matters. And so with that being said, I want you to say after me, when I say who matters, you're going to say, I matter. When I say who matters again, you're going to point to your neighbor and you're going to say, you matter. And then when I say my last who's matter, you're going to say, we matter. Are you ready? All right. Who matters? I matter. Love it. Who matters? You matter. That's right. Who matters? We matter. That's what makes us special. Thank you.
Give it up for Ms. Martin. All right, next we have some important information by our Director of Child Nutrition, Karen Luna.
Hello, everybody. I just wanted to say welcome, and we're excited to be here serving your students lunch over here in our portable cafeteria. This is our third time using this cafeteria, and it works great, and we have a wonderful employee in there. Her name is Monica Campos, and she's excited to serve your kids. We're piloting a new program for the students' identification in the cafeteria. We're going to start using biometrics. Like, how many of you have iPhones that use your thumbprints? So it's the same technology as your iPhone. It's going to identify some unique characteristics on their finger, turn that into an algorithm. They're going to come in and just press their finger down, and it will uniquely identify your student, so we have no mistakes, hopefully, in the cafeteria. We have some new exciting menu items coming this year, some gluten-free chicken strips, and we're planning lots of fun promotions for your kids. So we hope you all come and enjoy lunch. And anybody that qualifies under the free or reduced price meal program this year gets to eat all their meals for free. So there's no charge for any students that qualify for free or reduced meals. So if you're thinking about applying, please do. Thank you, and I'll be around to answer any questions.
All right, so we have our Parks and Recreation folks here, the Santa Clara Parks and Recreation, set up at the table in the back. We've got Robin and Nancy, and you do want to check out that table if you are interested in after-school programs. They worked closely with us. How many of you filled out the survey showing interest in after-school programs? All right, a lot of you, great. So the manager over there had the results of the survey, and so they've set up programs so that if you're interested in having your child attend, they will actually walk over here, pick up your child, take them back, and then of course you would pick them up from the rec center. We also have some of our own after-school programs. There are a couple flyers on the table, and then some things I've written out on a chart paper on the door. You can take pictures of that. I will send those flyers to you when I have internet access. We also have some others in the works, and as soon as those are We've got dates set and confirmed. I will get those out to you as soon as possible. All right, we should have our PTA council rep. Is Shanta here? Shanta, wonderful. And she's going to give you updates. We had a great PTA informational meeting a couple weeks back. We had 54 participants, which is fantastic. We put out a survey, and something like 86-87% of the folks that participated were interested in starting a PTA. So Shanta is going to talk to us about next steps.
Okay. Actually, I'm Karen Hovey and part of the PTA. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about what PTA is. Probably a lot of you are familiar with PTA, but some of you probably aren't. PTA stands for Parent Teacher Association. And at its heart, the PTA is a place for you to get involved with your school and make your school what you would like it to be. It's about advocating for your children. It's about supporting your teachers, supporting the office staff, and building up your families as a community. Whether you're planning a parent education night, whether you're planning a family dance, a movie night, some kind of math enrichment night for your children, it's a way for you to get involved and make your school great. So we welcome you to be a part of the PTA. There's actually 20 schools now that have PTAs in our school district, and we get together regularly and support each other. Shanta's going to tell you a little bit more.
Thank you, Karen. My name is Shanta Dominguez. I am the council PTA president, so I am the president over the 20 schools that Karen talked about. With Central Park, it would be 21. And I basically help support the principal or the presidents of the PTA and all the other officers in whatever any questions they have, and help set up the PTA. So we met a couple weeks ago and talked about PTA and why start a PTA, and then I know the principal sent a survey to parents asking for interest. It sounded like there was a lot of interest to join and start a PTA. So today we're just talking a little bit more about the next steps. The next steps would be to have parents, a group of parents get together. There would be two committees. One would be a nominating committee. So these parents would help find the slate of officers for next year's board, like a president, treasurer, secretary, that type of thing. They wouldn't necessarily have to be those people. They would just be the people who go around asking for volunteers to run. And the other group of parents would help write the bylaws for Central Park Elementary PTA. So they would help write the rules about the organization. And the two groups would kind of work together to find out what kind of officers they would like to see with Central Park, and then go forward from there. And then we would bring the whole thing back to you as a group to vote on and to join and then go forward from there. Today I would just need to get some sign-ups for anyone interested, or if you have questions about joining either the nominating committee or the bylaw committee, or how else you can help, you can come see me after, and then we will set up a date, and then we'll probably bring it back to you in the next couple weeks. We'll set up a date for the whole school to come back and talk about becoming a PTA and vote on officers and rules.
Thank you, Shanta. And Karen. Thank you, Karen. All right, so the next thing I'd like to talk about are donations. So we have a packet over there that is a letter for you, as well as a letter for potential businesses or donors. We do need to really work on getting some donations to really support our program. If you are interested in supporting us with that, the letter there is information for you as to how to go about that process, as well as a letter that has come from parent helpers here that have been very interested and also approved through our district PR committee, and something that you can take out to businesses if you are interested in supporting us to kind of garner their interest. All right, so the information is there. I also will be emailing folks, because I'd love to put together a committee that is just really interested in helping support the donation effort. The other way that we can really bring funds to our school is through the Art and Wine Festival. So when this school was Milliken, you might have attended Art and Wine Festival. You might have come and parked here. How many of you parked here during the Art and Wine Festival? How many of you paid your $10 donation? So the previous school, that was a really good fundraiser for them, and it is now going to be a fundraiser for us, so we are really excited about it. It is going to take a nice crew of volunteers to help us. So again, I'll be emailing folks as well for that. We will need crews of folks coming both that Saturday and the Sunday to help guide parking, to help us set up caution tape and kind of line up the areas where folks are going to park. So if you're interested in helping with that, we would be really appreciative. And then finally, of course, our school will not run without volunteers. I know that a lot of you have already filled out the volunteer application and are just ready to hand that in. Well, we are ready to accept those. So you can bring those right to the office. You can send it in your child's backpack and have the child give it to the teacher, and they'll get them to us. As soon as we've got a good number of those and we've approved them, we will set up a training for volunteers. So you'll actually come to the site, we'll walk you through a training, and go from there. The big important factor with volunteering is you do have to have a recent TB test or clearance. All right? And they are good for 4 years from my right-hand woman here. All right, I think that's all. All right, so next phase, again, can you just give a big round of applause for this incredible staff? We started this school, so proud of this group. So kindergarten and first grade, you listen to the teachers speak. Now it is second and third grade's turn, so we're gonna let those teachers out so they can go to their rooms. And if you are a second or third grade parent, you will go to the respective classroom. Actually, third grade, you're going to go to the library, which is down this hallway.
Thank you.